have connection to the internet. Hello. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday? I hope I have internet. We're gonna see if I have internet. Huh? I'm not sure if I'm connected. I'm not sure. So I'll wait till people give me thumbs up to tell me if I'm connected to the internet. Can you see me? Tonight we're going to talk about how to avoid the dreaded holiday gains. Because, you know, Christmas and all the fun stuff. All right, so I'm not sure if anybody's on. Can anybody hear me on Facebook? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let's see. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. What about Instagram? Can you guys hear me? I don't know. Do you guys give likes too? I don't know how this works on that platform, but let's just get into it and see. Hey, Joanne, are you on Instagram too? Are you watching from both? This is cool. If you're on Instagram, Joanne, can you see me on Instagram? Because I don't know if my internet is working and letting me have both at the same time. Cool. Okay, and my volume's good. Awesome. So first of all, let's do cheers because I'm officially on holidays until next year. I'm so excited. So this is my, cheers to me. Hello, wonderful, beautiful Amanda. I miss your face. I miss your face's face. Who else do I see? I see Rosie. Hey, girl. Joanne's online. This is sweet. Instagram's good. Awesome. So I wanted to jump on because I'm having many women emailing me because they're freaking out over like the potential weight gain, the dreaded weight gain from the holiday season. So I do have lots of blogs up that talk about this. I'll actually link them later or post tomorrow. Because you know what? Let's just get into the juice of the stuff. I miss you too. Oh, I do. I miss you too. We're going to do stuff on my holidays. We're going to have coffee with Bailey's or Cabot's Trail. That's good stuff too. So yeah, we are going to talk about the dreaded holiday weight gain because a lot of women are emailing me. I've actually overheard some women say, you know what, I'm just going to say, fuck it. Throw whatever goals, whatever lifestyle that I'm doing to the side and just enjoy myself, which is okay. But I want to show you that there's another way besides this on and off, the all or nothing mentality. Like I want to really help change the language with food because food is not bad. There's so much food. We are very blessed in our society. There's an abundance. Hey, Ginger, there is an abundance of food, right? So give me a thumbs up. There is an abundance of food. All those chocolate fudges and those gingerbread cookies and all that stuff has already been around. It didn't really go away. It's just repackaged, really pretty, and it's like out in our faces. That's all it is. But it was always there. We just didn't see it before, right? So let's talk about this whole all or nothing mentality, because honestly, this language, we need to change it. I look kind of yellow. So, and for those who don't know, I do have my ebook coming out January 1st. So, and the reason I put Food Freedom ebook, there's going to be videos in there. I'm going to teach you all about macros. I'm going to teach you if you don't want to track your food, how you can use your hand. I'm going to teach you how to not have all these fear mindsets when it comes to food, the FOMOs, the fear of missing out, all that stuff. I'm going to teach you what I've been doing since 2014 because I got really stuck in like the meal plans. And I'm not saying meal plans are for, if you like meal plans, cool. To me, they didn't teach me anything. They just helped me develop really unhealthy patterns and a relationship with food. So since 2014, I did a whole, breakthrough of like really understanding what food is, learning how to read labels. So I'm going to teach all that in that e-course. There's weekly videos, all that good stuff. So if you're curious about like what that is, just email me or sign up to my newsletter, and you'll get like the info to see if it's for you or not. Because I mean, instead of jumping on all these, you know, New Year's resolution plans, like let's start a revolution, and instead let's work on being healthy. So tonight, this is what this is all about. Tonight is all about, let's talk about the food. The food is here. I'm drinking wine. Wine is not bad, okay? Like, we need to stop vilifying food. We need to stop, you know, moderation and moderation. I believe in Curb 365, which I will talk about in a few seconds. I'm gonna give you tips. I'm gonna let you take things that you think are gonna work for you, adapt them, and try them out. Because you can always go back to the old way of doing things. You can always go back to being afraid of food and, you know, restricting. And then, you know, you see all these gingerbread cookies or houses or whatnot, and you just go to town. And that's, you know, you can always go back to that. Instead, why not try something different? Carbs are not bad. We need to stop this. Carbs are not bad. Fat is not bad. Moderation to moderation. So, let's talk about the dreaded weight gain. So first things first, let's talk about Curb 365. So, sorry, somebody's texting me. Curb 365. So this is just the strategy that I use on like how I eat on a day-to-day basis. Like how I'm eating today is the same that I was eating 6 months ago. It's the same that I was eating a year ago. Yes, I talked about tracking macros. I have actually now transitioned more into just being mindfulness. And it's more like I just eat how I feel. There's no more labels attached to my food, but I had to do a lot of healing in regards to food. So every now and then I'll track and I'll be like, oh, cool, I'm still hitting my macros. You know, I'm still on. So Curb 365, the C stands for cravings. Guess what? Cravings are normal. And rejection creates obsession. So if you tell yourself you can never have wine again, or you can never have chocolate again, what is the first thing you're gonna want? What is the first thing you're gonna notice? Everybody else is enjoying it, and then that makes you a victim, okay? Because you're saying you can't have that. Anytime you give your power away like that, you are powerless. So cravings, they are normal. We don't just eat to feed our bodies. We do eat sometimes to feed our psyches. I mean, hormones, life. Like, I would say cravings are normal. I haven't had cravings though in forever because I just honor them. When something comes up, I'll ask myself, oh, I got really funky hair. I'll ask myself, like, what's going on? Am I more tired? Is it, you know, my moon time coming? Hey, Tina. Hey, Tanya. Is it like, you know, I ask myself these questions like, what am I feeling right now? Why am I craving? Tired, hormones? Am I, you know, trying to eat because I feel sad or stressed? You know, so have I been restricting? Like, that's something that I really had to work on back in 2014. Like, that year was really, really a huge transformation in regards to my relationship with food and how I learned to heal it. Because I had to ask myself, like, am I being too strict right now? What am I vilifying? What am I afraid of? Like, let's really, like, food is a complex thing, but it doesn't have to be, because we are emotional beings. The minute we learn how to be more emotionally resilient and how to put ourselves back in our power and how to honor like where we're at. So you had a crap day. Okay. You know, so C is for cravings. Yes, wine. Are you drinking wine, Amanda? U is for unique. Now, this is huge. I have women who email me all the time because they know that I'm an online coach and they know that I can help them, or they're trying to scope me out. I do not give meal plans. Why? Because it is not unique to you. I don't want to tell you how to be eating for the next 7 days. I don't believe in that. Instead, I want to give you knowledge. And here's the thing. We eat pretty much the same way every day. That's why when it comes to tracking your food, it's really not that big of a pain in the ass, except for when you start inputting your nutrition labels. But we eat typically the same way day to day, with a few exceptions with supper and maybe our lunches. But we like habits. We like routine. We like to keep it simple, and that is cool. I want to teach you how to just eat for you. That the you is unique. What is unique to you? What do you like? How about we work on how to make you like how you eat? If you don't like eating salads, then don't eat salads. Yeah, I'm a lifestyle coach. Don't eat salads. You can get your fiber and your vegetables other ways. If you are like, hammering down those salads and they're disgusting to you and there's no sauce, like no wonder you're struggling. You don't have to suffer. Suffering is optional, honestly, in my opinion. So let's work on figuring out what's unique to you. What do you like doing? And then let's fit it in. So yeah, unique, like how you eat, like how you train. That's like my big philosophy. R is to stop restricting and to start respecting. So stop restricting yourself. If you tell yourself you can't have something, you automatically want that thing. Why can't you have that thing? Just like, let's figure it out. And the minute you take your power back and you change the focus, you change the language, everything changes. Because then you're like, okay, I want that cake. I'm going to eat that cake, guilt-free. This is huge. And it changes everything. Your perception, like the way you show up in your body, everything changes because you know how to build self-trust. You know that it's cool. If you eat the cake, you're not a bad person. Like, I've seen so many memes of like, if you eat like all this holiday stuff, you have to pound down like, I don't know how many burpees, like 1 glass of wine. How many burpees would this give me? Honestly, like, why are we punishing ourselves with movement? This is where we have to go back to base. Why are we punishing ourselves? You ate the cake. I'm having a glass of wine. It's not the end of the world. So that's for that. B in curb is for your body because you only have one. So if we're constantly, and I know it sounds so cliche, I'm getting really red. It's hot in here. It sounds really cliche, but it is the honest truth. If we are always pounding ourselves down, beating ourselves down, like what are the messages we're saying to ourselves when we're eating that food? Research has actually proven, and I did a talk not long ago to some women. Research actually proves that what you decide to eat and what you're saying to yourself in your head really determines your metabolism and how you're going to digest that food. So if you're drinking the glass of wine and you're like, oh my God, I'm so horrible. I'm not supposed to have wine. I mean, all these carbs, oh, there's sugar, right away my body is like, okay, because my brain gut, my brain gut is like, oh, this is bad. I need to figure this out. And my head's, it's not a pretty picture. However, if you eat something that you think is good and you're like, I feel so good. I ate an apple with my peanut butter or my almonds or whatever. I feel great. Well, your brain gut and your head gut, it's the same thing. So your mind can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. So eat the cake, tell yourself it's good, and move on. Simple as that. And 365 in Curbs at 365 is basically eating how you eat every day, all year long. Nothing changes. If you decide to go on holidays, you're going to enjoy yourself. That doesn't mean you're going to binge and go to town because you respect your body, right? You love yourself. You're learning on how to allow yourself to enjoy and experience cool foods guilt-free. Just like Christmas. Christmas comes around once a year, okay? Once a year. I want the focus to be on those that you're with. I mean, sure, there's lots of parties and all this stuff. There's ways you can have it all. There are ways you can have it all. So first is Curb 365. Second is I'm gonna recommend to you, if you know that you're going out to a party or things are, the food's in your face and you're probably like feeling a little bit anxious, I'm gonna tell you there's ways to get yourself back in your power. You can tell yourself, I'm gonna focus on my protein, I'm gonna focus on my water and get my fiber in. And then whatever it is that you want to try to eat, eat it guilt-free, but don't feel like you have to finish it. So I have a 2-bite rule. If the first bite I'm not sure, I'll allow myself a second bite. Whereas the Crystal from 2000, up until 2014, when she was binging really bad, would finish it. I would eat all the things in that same setting because I didn't know when the next time I would be allowed to eat it. Because in my mind, I wasn't in control of the food I was eating. You know what I mean? So 2-bite rule. Take a bite. Do you like it? I mean, is it satisfactory enough for you? If not, then that's fine. I know we're afraid of wasting food and things like that, but honestly, like, finishing your plate is not helping the poor, starving children on the other side of the world. Okay, so I know a lot of us grew up with that narrative in our head. That is not serving you. You can let that go. If somebody orders something out for dessert, you can split it. Say, hey, you know what, maybe let's split, or let's have a plate of nachos, let's split. Or you go to the restaurant, let's say a lot of staff parties, whatever, just split your food already, right when the waitress gives it to you. Split, put the rest to bring it home. There's different options. You don't have to be a garbage disposal, okay? So satisfaction scale, you eat a salad, you don't like salad, add cheese. Put some sauce on it. Put some dressing, whatever, like, make it good, put bacon, like how you eat, okay? And this one is really huge, self-compassion. So I'm